Speaking of murders and suspects, Keefe D gets a trial date. So, yeah, we're going to be dealing with Keefe D, Young Thug, YNW Melly, Young Dolph. So it's going to be very, very crazy in the hip-hop world. Tupac's murder suspect, Keefe D, has been given a confirmed trial date start of June 3rd, 2024. That is so far away. It is ridiculous. I don't know why these things take 90 years. That's probably going to get pushed back to June 3rd, 2024. That's going to be a hell of a summer, man. Keefe D has pled not guilty to the murder, which we reported on last, who was shot, of the rap legend who was shot to death in Las Vegas in September 1996. Keefe D appeared in court on Tuesday, November 7th, alongside his public defender attorneys and will remain jailed until trial next summer. Keefe D's attorneys, Charles Canu and Robert Ario, have stated that they intend to seek bail for their client ahead of trial, but declined to comment further on the case when asked outside court. Though Nevada is a capital punishment state, prosecutors will not be seeking the death penalty for Keefe D if convicted. I have no problem with that. Keefe D is 60 years old, so, I mean, here's the thing. I've watched, you know what I didn't know about death penalties? I watched a lot of documentaries relating to death penalties because I was curious as to why, there isn't more death penalties. If somebody murders somebody, like, in my eyes at the time, I felt like an eye for an eye, hand for a hand, that type of punishment where it's like you murder somebody, you get killed yourself. But then when I watched these death penalty like documentaries of the people that performed the services of killing the person, because it is, it's a service. You get paid to do it, but you're getting paid to kill somebody. You're getting paid to take someone else's life, basically. A lot of these people that did that job, whether it's injecting the person with whatever that drug is that stops a person's heart, like it puts them to sleep, stops their heart. It's like a painless death. Or shocking them in the chair or flat out shooting them. The people that did these services felt like they murdered somebody and they could never like get over it. Like a lot of them had like a lot of trauma and problems after their job. That's the aspect that we forget when it comes to death penalties, is that somebody has to essentially pull that trigger, quote unquote. It might not be a gun, but just, whether the needle, whatever it is, the shocking, somebody has to do that. Now, there's people that they'll say, oh, let the family do it. Let the family do it. Even the family, sometimes they don't want to do it because it's like you're taking somebody's life. So, I think there's a way around that. And I think one of the ways around that would probably be AI, like robots. That'll be less like human need. So that might be like a thing that could help in the future. But it's like, do you really want to teach a robot, like an AI, to how to, that they can kill humans and code that in them? That could sound like it go wrong very quick. So as far as death penalties, I like an eye for an eye type of thing. But, after watching those documentaries, and if you're like, whoa, why is there no death penalties? Like, Quake, you're tripping. You should be death penalties. Watch those documentaries and you'll see a lot of people have like PTSD from doing that work because you're taking somebody's life essentially. And it's your job, and that person got convicted of death and they did wrong. But what if the thing about also death penalties, what if the person didn't actually, what if evidence comes out that they didn't do it? It's like, you can't reverse that. The person's gone. It's finished. There's been a lot of those cases where they get death penalties, they go through with the death penalty, and then boom, 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 all this new evidence comes out or DNA comes out, this and that, and the person never did it, and he got killed. Or she got killed, whoever. So that's one aspect of it that's actually another aspect of it that's just like, it can get very, very tricky, and it messes with people's psyche having to take somebody else's life. So once I saw that, I was like, okay, death penalty only if it's absolutely necessary. In this case with Keefe D, he's 60 years old, man. How much time does he really have left if he gets sentenced to life? At best, he's probably going to live to like 80, 90, so another 20 to 30 years, which is, you're going to be rotting in prison for the rest of your life at that old age. So continuing the article, Keefe D, who is now 60 and claims to have been diagnosed with cancer, is the only person to ever be charged with the murder of Tupac after he was arrested in September. Despite pleading not guilty, Keefe D has made a number of claims over the years to masterminding the shooting of Tupac, including detailing the incident in his 2019 book, Compton Street Legend. Nevada prosecutors claim that Pac was involved in a casino brawl. Yeah, you get the gist of it. But yeah, we'll keep our eye on this. Start date of June 3rd, which I don't think it's going to happen June 3rd. I think they're going to push that shit back. Something's going to happen with some bullshit behind the scenes. And I don't know. Usually these dates, man, they say it's this and then it gets pushed. It's like a 50 Cent album. That shit got announced 90 million times, never fucking came out. So, yeah.